In the cuddle party world, we learn how to say no. In fact, one of the exercises is going around the circle, asking for hugs, and making sure we say no a few times. A lot of us need a lot of practice in that. And then we go into the real world, and it can be less easy when we haven't all been prepped with, hey, expect to hear a few no answers. So if you were at a gathering and you are hugging some friends, and then there's somebody that you don't want to hug, what might you say to kind of decline their hug in a way that's firm with them and is not, trying to be unnecessarily friendly with them, but also not showing the rest of the room that you're an unfriendly person?
Right. So I don't want to look cold or unfriendly or turn away other people, but there's somebody there that for whatever specific reason, I don't want to share that kind of touch or energy with them. That's what you're asking, right?
Yes.
Cool. So that's a hard one. I just want to admit, like, to you and to everybody who's watching this, that like that is a challenging scenario, because it's easier to be just like all yeses or all nos, right? But to have a particular person that's a no and try to do it without hurting their feelings, I would probably take just a direct approach and just say no, thank you. Like if they said, can I hug you? Or more likely, because if somebody's actually asking, can I hug you? Like they probably have enough consent skills that I'm interested. But, say it's somebody who's just like, and for whatever reason, maybe they've like violated some consent with me before, that I'm a no. I might just do it really passively and kind of turn away, almost like I didn't see them, if I could get away with that. But if I also don't want to turn my back on them, I've tried to say, no, thank you. Or I don't want to hug right now.
Thank you. Oh, that's
Even
great.
if I've just been hugging somebody else.
I like that, because I don't want to hug right now is this moment. It doesn't mean I'm not hugging today and that kind of thing. And I do remember seeing a video of how to kind of avoid hugs. Like if someone's just coming at you and, taking their hands and giving them a high five, or like, going like this with their hands and keeping them in their
That
space.
is a great one, right? Like and like a singular high five, because a two-handed high five is maybe a little more body open than I want, but I might turn a little bit and be like, sure, high five. And I do this with some of the kids groups that I lead. I'll be like, hey, do you want a hug, a high five, a fist bump, twinkle fingers? And so, and I might be like, no hug, twinkle fingers. I don't know, that feels a little bit, but I like your high five.
And one thing I love about Cuddle Party is that they advise us, don't approach someone for a hug where you're already leaning into their space like a bear coming at them, because that's already gotten into their energetic sphere. And I think there's even science that says our energy extends like 6 feet around us or something like that. And I thought, well, that makes sense for the social distancing during COVID. But I was thinking, as much as I practice, I'm not a serious person. I'm a very goofy person. And I can also get nervous. I don't want to hurt someone's feelings, even if they have been problematic. And so the idea of being serious and saying, no, thank you, I could see myself kind of quieting down or saying it in my usual fast speaking way, which wouldn't convey what I really want. And I've noticed in, scripture study church groups, when they ask us to read a passage, sometimes for fun and just variety, I will read the passage in an accent. I mean, being a theater person, it's fun to do. Some people appreciate it and find it amusing, but it also actually gets me to slow down and actually has me grounded, because I have to focus more on the accent. So I'm not just flying off reading at full speed. So I was thinking,
what kind of character would you like to be, Larysa? If you were going to be like do it in an accent or a character, I love this idea. What would you say?
Well, one option I was thinking of is, they come at you, possibly not even asking for a hug, and just saying, these are not the hugs you're looking for. And even just demonstrating that, it gets me to slow down. Now I might have to review references to maybe more accurately portray that, but I was thinking, okay, what if they think I'm joking and they're not taking me seriously and they still come at me? And then I was like, well, resort to some church kind of language of like, thou shalt not pass.
Go being, I think that's a Gandalf reference too, from like Lord of the Rings. Thou
That's-
shalt not pass, right? So I
so
love it.
it carries
Be a little Obi-Wan Kenobi, a little Gandalf.
and because these are people that the characters are maybe feeling more warrior than I might be in that moment. If I kind of take on that energy, now I've got the benefit of feeling like I'm in character, and that character is saying no, not me, who loves to love people. So it kind of can help convey what I want without losing my love.
Yes, that's such a good one, because that's one of the things we're worried about with saying no to people. Not just losing their love coming this way, but losing our own sense of heart and our own openness to love. So
Yeah.
I love that, Larysa. That's very cool.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad we got to talk about this. And I know I'm going to go practice. There's cuddle parties coming up. Hope to exercise some of these, maybe even at the next cuddle party.
Right. Well, and what you're talking about is like what to do if you're at a picnic or some other social gathering, a family function. Oh gosh, a family reunion. Lots of strange people that might want to hug that have no reference for saying no. But hopefully at the cuddle party, you could even say you want to practice with people. You could be like, can I practice saying no to you in different characters? That could be fun.
And then that kind of ties into drama therapy, which of course I love. So I think what I'm hoping is that by trying to be funny but still firm, it can hopefully circumvent people feeling like shame that they shouldn't have even asked, or some kind of negative feelings that I wouldn't desire to have present, but also firmly, without question, without passiveness, without like, I don't really mean this, you can overpower me, still like, I really mean no, but I'm not trying to be mean.
Yes, I love it. And you saying that you could step into that character and that kind of like warrior energy. That's great. Dress
Awesome.
up as your favorite warrior and say no. It's from Larysa. Tips from
New
Larysa.
Comic-Con workshop.
There you go. Okay, it's great. Really good chatting with you today.
You too. Thank you so much.
Bye.